Back with the baseline attack. Rhythm on the track, back with the big, big baseline attack. From the front to the back, shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. 4x4, rhythm on the track, back with the big, big baseline attack. From the front to the back, shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. 4x4, rhythm on the track, back with the big, big baseline attack. From the front to the back, shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. 4x4, rhythm on the track, back with the big, big baseline attack. Shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. Back with the bass, with the melody. Back with the bass, with the melody. Back with the big, big baseline attack. Back with the baseline attack. Back with the bass, with the melody. Back with the big, big baseline attack. From the front to the back, shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. 4x4, rhythm on the track. Back with the big, big baseline attack. Shuffle to that. Shuffle to that. Shuffle to the groove of the baseline smack. When I pull up, it's her. I'm just the it girl. I just rock big pearls. Who that girl? Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Who that girl? I'm a big boss with a big chain. Got my own money. Damn, she fine. Popping like glass. What's her name? All the way to the top. Pop on the scene. I'm lit like lean. Princess Diamonds, baby, I'm a queen. He want me to tap in, but I'm busy stacking. He think he a player, but I know he macking. My best friend Rich, she own a yacht. When we on vacation, spend a lot. Seafood, caviar, pop. Yeah, I see you, but I'm way too hot. Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Make it rain. Everybody know my name. When I pull up, I'm famous. Make it shake, fast like a train. When I'm on, I'm dangerous. When I walk in, they like who that? Pulled up with a big bag, real fat. When I'm dropping in the Hellcat, no, I ain't gonna stop till I'm on the map. Just did my hair, look at my fit, look in the mirror, I'm that chick. Like ice cream, I got the drip. Yeah, we gonna party like a girl's trip. Let's go. Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net. Who that? Network going south. Who that? Booty shaking on the west. Who that? Sit on that wet. Who that? With the baddest on the net.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's match day of Foxnyr Finest. It's going to be match day number 4 versus Ace Gaming, a well-known name in the Dach scene, in the Prime League scene. So it's going to be a exciting one for sure. Today it's only going to be me. But we have done this in the past and it's always worked, so this is fine. I am excited. Let's find out if the teams are already ready to play. And then we can already look to hop into Gem Select. Yeah, I just got invited. Perfecto. How is everyone doing? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I personally had an okay one. I was quite busy. Lot of training, like even today. Like I had scrims at 3. Now I have cast, and then instantly after cast I have another scrim block. So my whole day is league, basically. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be Ace Gaming on the blue side. In the meantime, very excited. Our Div 5 roster is also playing. They are 1-0 up right now. And it looks like a bit of a messy game too. So if you at some point watch me look at the wrong screen, I'm looking at how their game is going too. But yeah, it looks like we are close to ready. All the players are in. Ace Gaming is in too. They also have a cast themselves. Very exciting. Alright. These chat messages are very annoying. Ben. There we go. Alright, let's see. Need to open the streams everywhere. There we go. Just to make sure that everything works. Alright. Ace Gaming cast is ready. So am I. Let's look to head into the first game. First Gem Select. I hope that everything works. I didn't have time to test it. So if Gem Select randomly doesn't work, that would be very unfortunate. But let's just hope it does. Let's change the music though, so we don't have the same music all the time. And once the players are ready, we can go for this banger. So again, Ace Gaming, a known team in the Prime League. With there are many teams and a couple big names as well. It's for sure going to be probably the most important match of this group. So if we can get out with a 2-0 here, that would put us in a very advantageous position for the playoffs. And even a 1-1 would in this case be sufficient, but of course we want to get that 2-0. Players won't be happy with a 1-1. Now we're just waiting on the Ace players. Then we can head into the Gem Select. Again, I am just looking at the other matchup. It's actually a banger game over there. They picked Rengar and he's fed already. And we're heading into Gem Select. Everything seems to work. So let's go. Sejuani taken off the table first. Still pretty strong pick. Belva's counter. If you play Belva well, then it's very annoying to play against. Pike, of course, against Trailblazer. Best Pike. One of the best Pikes in Europe. And Jarvan also taken off the table. That's 3 junglers gone. Tristana also the flex pick between mid lane and ADC taken away too. And there goes the Cassandra as well. Not wanting to give that one over. And now Ace is going for the Orianna first pick. The one we know and love. Or not everyone loves, but the one we know at least. Looks like we're going to answer with the quite standard answer into Ori in the current meta, being the Syndra. Or we're going to secure the Jinx here too, that works. Of course, Jinx, very high power, very strong pick right now. Not a surprise to see that being picked. I could still imagine them going for Syndra here. They could also secure themselves a jungler, as there are a couple of junglers off the table already. So maybe they want to secure a strong jungler for Panda here. I keep getting notifications, but I am going to ignore everything for now. And it looks like they are going to go for Syndra. Which again is a good pick into the Orianna. Doesn't have the highest win rate and everything, but it's still overall a pretty decent pick. Now let's see what Ace Gaming wants to answer with. Potentially again, just a couple junglers already off the table. Maybe they want to secure one. And otherwise they can always answer an AD carry here to keep their top lane and their support pick open. It's going to be the Nocturne. Really very, very annoying to play against. Of course, with the paranoia, you cannot see the Orianna ball anymore, and it makes it very, very scary to play. And if they're gonna match it up with the Aphelios. Again, Aphelios has been seeing a bit more of a resurgence in Worlds lately. I didn't really see him played at all until people in Worlds picked him, and now I see him more and more everywhere, which is interesting. I always like seeing a good Aphelios being played. Let's see what Foxnyr Finest answer with. They don't pick anything yet. They go for the Rel. Rel, of course, still very, very strong. Is technically a flex into jungle. And a pick for Trailblazer, where he's very proficient on. And now we go into a second ban rotation. I need to... There we go. Oh, the champ select got cancelled. It seems like Mr. Trailblazer either had a DC or had to leave. Oh, mid lane disconnected. That is, of course, very, very unfortunate. Okay, everything seems to be fine. Picks are going to be the same, except for the Rel. The Rel was not an intended pick. You could see by it, you know, them waiting very long, basically. We can even still see the draft here. Again, the Rel is going to be different though. We go a quick run through the draft again because we're doing exactly the same, but now it's going to be interesting. They didn't want to pick the Rel. So what champion are they actually going to pick here instead of her? It's going to be the Tahm Kench. Very, very interesting. Haven't seen him in a while. It is actually very, very strong in top lane right now. So it is a potential flex between top and support. Of course, Tahm Kench Jinx is not bad at all. If Jinx gets hooked, CC'd, even Nocturne jumps on her, you just chomp the Jinx up and everything is a-okay. Only thing Ace Gaming so far has quite some damage to actually shred through the Tahm Kench. So he needs to be a little bit careful, but it should be absolutely fine. The Vi taken off the table as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Thresh Band potentially here. I would have liked to see a Thresh Band. Thresh Philios is not bad at all, and it's actually not too bad into Tahm Kench either. Otherwise, I wouldn't be surprised to also, if... what's his name? Alp, the support of Ace Gaming, is comfortable on the Blitzcrank, it would actually also not be a bad pick here. It's hard for a Tahm Kench to eat the Jinx out of the Blitzcrank hook, of course. And you have the ult to destroy the Tahm Kench shield. It looks like we're gonna go with Ivern in the jungle. Oh, never mind, it's gonna be Lee Sin. Bit of early game pressure. And of course, overall, a pretty strong jungler right now, in my opinion. And this still leaves the flex open between Tahm Kench support and top lane. I actually do wonder where that will go. The answer is going to be Rakan. Interesting. Not a pick I would have expected here. And it's going to be the Aatrox. Never mind. It's going to be the Ornn, potentially. Blind for Rem. Let's see which pick he will in the end choose to go with. I think Ornn is overall a very solid pick. Aatrox, of course, not bad as well. But it's going to be the Renekton. Renekton, of course, a very strong blind. Still a very strong pick. We can see it in the main team right now. Oh, they actually finished the game, and I didn't see who won. I hope we won. I think we won. But I am not sure. Enemies target ban Panda. Yes, they do indeed. 2-0 for us. Big. That's very big. And it is going to be the Tahm Kench support. And we're going to have a Ornn in the top lane. Ornn, of course, being completely fine usually. Usually into the Renekton. Sometimes even winning out on that because it's Ornn. So we have the two team comps ready. Both team comps pretty standard. Pretty normal standard picks. And hello everyone who just finished watching the main team play. Welcome to now the second team playing. To the finest boys playing against Ace Gaming Spades. Very exciting matchup. We just finished draft. It took a bit longer than we wanted because mid lane unfortunately DC'd. But as you can see, the boys are heading into game now. Hello everyone. Welcome. Hope you had a great time. Congrats on the 2-0 Brook. Nicely played. I could only really see game 1 and a bit of game 2 unfortunately. But game 1 at least was very clean. So congrats on that one. Now let's talk about some matchup. We have Brook in chat right now. Brook, how is top lane matchup? I think Ornn should always be fine into the Renekton, right? You should be able to just scale, just chill. I mean, probably as it's Ornn, you even have some kill pressure. Of course, Renekton, like you say, does have the prio, of course. Hello everyone. It's kind of skill matchup though. Yeah, I think both have. I think it will probably be harder for a Renekton to kill Ornn overall, but I do think he will, like you said, have prio in lane. And at some point, Ornn just becomes too tanky, and then nothing happens. Jungle, we do have the Nocturne versus Lee Sin. Lee Sin should be stronger early game at least. Of course, Nocturne wanting to power farm up until he has that 6. So he can ult in and make everyone blind. Mid lane, we have the most standard matchup known to mankind. Has been played since Syndra and Orianna are out. I don't know, I wanted to say season 1, but it's not season 1. They're a bit newer. But a really standard matchup. Of course, Orianna, very strong. Syndra, the standard answer. I would say it's a pretty skill. It should be skill matchup, I think. But we'll have to see how both of them play it out. And then we have the Philios Rakan versus the Jinx Tahm Kench bot lane. I think this should be Jinx Tahm Kench favored. Rakan, of course, has a bit more flexibility compared to the Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench has to kind of stick on the Jinx the whole game. So he won't really be able to look for engages here. But we will have to see how he chooses to play it. If he does choose to go for engages, it leaves Jinx open for the Nocturne, of course, for the Nocturne Orianna combo. It's not a skill matchup, it's Syndra favorite. Alright, then it's Syndra favorite. I usually see them go out pretty even. That's why I said it should be a skill matchup, it should be pretty even. It will also, of course, depend on what the junglers and supports choose to do. Rakan should have more roam presence than the Tahm Kench, so Syndra will have to watch out. Of course, Syndra does have her Shadow the Weak to deny the Rakan engage. But Nocturne, of course, with his spell shield, can deny that. Can deny the deny. There we go. And still get onto the Syndra, so Flip will have to be a bit careful around there. But I think in a raw 2v2, the Lee Sin should outpower the Nocturne. And it should be favored for us. Now let's see, did I have this correct? I did. Wow, I'm so good. We're heading into game. We're loading in right now. Take a last final look at the champ select. And I hope for a very exciting game. We've got some very strong late game teams, so I hope it does go a little bit late. Let me zoom out, turn everything off. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. Let's head into game for game number 1. So let's see. Are we going to see some cheese? Are we going to see some special stuff? I don't think so. I think it will be a standard 5/10 point cover for both sides. Trailblazer going a bit deeper. Looking for that little tongue lash. Maxi Thunder, why is your mic upside down? Because my mic is coming from above instead of from below, so it's upside down. I find it a bit more comfortable than having it like in the way of my keyboard and everything. That's why I have it like going over my screen instead of under. And that's why it is upside down. Because if it wouldn't be upside down, it would be very far from my face. That would be a bit unfortunate. Got Tahm Kench spamming some stuff top lane, looking each other into the eyes. Hello bros, how are you doing today? Hope you had a good day at work. I saw a picture on Instagram with you, I think you holding a big fish. Looked like a cool picture. Cool big fish. The other stream for day 5 isn't live, yeah, because they already finished their match, their first match. They went 2-0. The next match is at 8 o'clock. And the idea is that once this one is done, they should start and we can just send all of you viewers back over to the other team. It was a salmon. Oh, I love salmon. I like sushi, salmon, everything in between. You see top lane. Renekton forcing away the Ornn from all the farm. Ornn already losing most of his HP. Nothing much he can do about it there. Oh, Renekton getting the level 2. Ornn has to be careful here. Is forced to flash away already. Very nicely played by Rem. QE Shadow the Weak just missing. Oh, I saw that farm miss fee. No bueno, no bueno. And now Lee Sin is looking to... I think he was thinking about going for an invade. I don't think he is allowed to do though. Oh, Tahm Kench actually going in. Getting a small little trade on the Aphelios. Jinx W also hitting. Meaning they can go for a cheater recall here. Probably grab the call for Jinx. Oh, let's hope she doesn't get cancelled. She actually does. That is very unfortunate. I think she could have been greedy. But if Rakan chooses to flash there, it becomes painful for the Jinx. I think it's a good choice to cancel the backport there. Flip hitting the Shadow of the Week this time. And getting the second Q means he gets some stacks. Of course, Syndra needing this text to scale. Now Tahm Kench with his pink ward in the bag. Pink warding that pixel brush. Already denying the Orianna vision. Oh, looking for a gank mid. It's Tahm Kench level 2. He does not have a big range on his W yet. And Nocturne is around top side. They saw him move up. Oh, he hits the stun. Tahm Kench comes in for the W, hits the knockup. Can he hit the tongue lash? Very important. Orianna forced to flash. Syndra going in. Doesn't have enough damage. And the flashes are traded. Now bot lane, Lee Sin is looking for a gank. He is alone, of course. Tahm Kench not being around. Just trying to make sure Jinx is fine. Tries to back on a ward. Now mid lane has to be careful. It looks like Tahm Kench stayed so far to help push in the wave. Nocturne now here to help the Orianna. And so the whole tension diffuses. Drake spawning in 30 seconds. Because I need to eat something now. Understandable. I need to eat something at some point as well. Oh, nice stun by Syndra. She doesn't have any mana anymore though. Oh, big trade on top side. Rakan clearly Tahm Kench vision. Nocturne on bot side as well now. Lee Sin hovering top. They might look to just trade a gank into the Renekton for the dragon. Renekton doesn't know he's here, just uses his dash. He doesn't have any dash anymore. Oh, the flash already out as well. It seems like the wave is too big and the Ornn is too low. It could be a potential 2v1. And Lee Sin moves out. Rakan holding the wave for Orianna very, very nicely. Gets stunned, gives the Syndra a little bit of stacks as well. Syndra still hasn't backed yet. Has about a 5 farm gold lead. After Orianna grabs the wave. Top lane looks a bit painful. Ornn has no TP anymore, so he cannot go back and TP up. Nocturne now in the top side as well. He should be too far from 6 to gank top lane. We have to see what he chooses to do with this. It seems like he is just gonna... Ooh, this might just be a 1v1 top lane. Nothing much the Ornn can do here. Had no mana left. And that is just a free kill for the Renekton. Nicely played by him. Ornn losing a lot top lane. Well, Tahm Kench just tanking everything. Oh, getting the knockup onto Rakan. Exhaust is out already. Ghost being used as well. Nocturne around bot lane though. He doesn't have 6 yet. Tahm Kench is still looking. But for now it's going to be Ghost and Exhaust for free. For Foxnyr bot lane. Rakan and Tahm Kench both very low. Nocturne still not 6. Lee Sin is around 2. They need to be a bit careful now. Trailblazer tries to sidestep it. It's allowed to W away actually. Nocturne flashed in, doesn't get anything though. Jinx now, with the Ghost activated, is able to trade. And so we trade both junglers their flashes for nothing. And actually heal. Tahm Kench healed. But no kills except for the top lane solo bolo so far. Everyone playing very, very nicely on their limits. I love to see it. Now Rakan is kind of low. Jinx does have ult. She doesn't have the biggest amount of mana. Renekton just tanking a tower shot because he can. Now Nocturne should be 6 after grabbing his bot side jungle. Foxnyr looking to back off here. And as you saw by the ping, Nocturne ping Drake. He's going to do Drake. And there shouldn't be anything Foxnyr can do about it. Jinx is going to get cancelled again. Kind of annoying. Maybe Jinx will back off and look to try and steal Drake with ult. Will be a completely blind ult if she does. But I don't think she is going to go for that. I think she wants to keep her ult for a potential bot lane fight, as we have seen quite some fights happening down there. Nocturne going over ward. They know he is 6 now. At this point, the game becomes a lot harder. Because Nocturne can just join any fight and make it kind of unplayable for most parties involved. And he's pinged the Herald now. He has the top lane prio. Mid lane is very, very even. So far, mid lane kind of looking like I expected it to. Trading blows, but due to the Renekton being so far ahead, Foxnyr has to give up this Herald. Oh, Jinx ult. If Jinx ult would have been earlier, it would have actually stolen it. He missmited by 50 damage. But unfortunately, it was a tad too late. Foxnyr looking to invade the bot side jungle to get something back at least. Syndra hitting some nice poke. Needs to be careful for the Orianna ult now. Tahm Kench is around. Orianna still has... no, she has flash up again. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Oh, Tahm Kench tried to get over the wall. Didn't work. Bit annoyed. But everything a-okay. That's Orianna ult for nothing. Now Renekton forced to TP top lane if he doesn't want to lose this whole wave. Now Nocturne around bot lane, of course, he still has his ult up. Bot lane needs to be a bit careful. Rakan has both his summoner spells up as well, so he will be able to look for an engage if needed. But Nocturne seems to be pathing up towards his top side. But of course Foxnyr doesn't know that. Oh, Rakan going in. Nice tongue lash by Tahm Kench. Ornn trying to do as much damage on the Renekton while Renekton wants to go for the plating. Manages to get him to half-life, but the Crocodile doesn't seem to care. Has Gordrinker completed as well. So he kind of just presses that once and gets all his HP back. Because balance item. Or his Q. And you can see Ornn starting to hit back a bit. And the scene is around bot lane. The ace gaming bot lane seems to respect it. Flip CS Boris, true. He's CSing really, really well. Says TP up as well, so can TP mid lane to get his CS up. To keep his CS up, sorry. Meanwhile, a little CS lead for the Jinx in the bot lane as well. Of course, the big CS lead for the Renekton in the top lane. Due to that unfortunate dive. Where Ornn basically does everything. Oh, Nocturne will be used mid lane. Nice flash by Flip to deny the Orianna combo. This is exactly what I meant. You just put the ball on Nocturne. Nocturne goes in on the first target seen. And it's very, very annoying. Ornn is potentially dead again. Greeding a bit too much for those 3 minions. No, mid lane needs to be careful. There's no Orianna ult, but nice charm by the Rakan. Means that Tahm Kench cannot use his Greyskin. Doesn't use the heal either. And now 4-man mid. 4-man strong. Use the Herald. Gets the proc. And now this is going to be first tower for top lane as well. A lot of platings mid. And this seems like a pretty dire situation right now. Oh, Orianna flashing in aggressively. Nice stun by Flip. Will he get away? He actually manages to get away. Now Panda is around. He has the Warthog. Can he hit the Q? He misses the Q on Orianna, unfortunately. Which means she does get away. But at least that is a free flash from the Orianna. Tahm Kench and Lee Sin moving in together. They know Nocturne is here. Cancel the Nocturne back. I actually am not sure if that's something you want to do. Renekton is around bot lane now too, as Drake is spawning in 30 seconds. Orianna ult is back up. Trailblazer, I don't think you want to be there. I don't think he expected the Renekton to be around. Renekton cannot remove the shield yet. Ooh, actually manages to get away. Oh, but there's a big Orianna ult and the Rakan. Oh, nice devour by the Tahm Kench. Aphelios ult just misses. Ornn is here too, just to eat a combo and lose half of his HP. And somehow, even though that was very, very close, the Foxnyr boys managed to get out. But this will be a free Drake for Ace Gaming. No way that we can contest it. Ornn is running up top. Make sure he can get that wave under tower. Renekton will be delayed there. Of course, he did use his TP before on the top lane. So no one will be able to grab that wave crashing the top lane tower. Now they know that Nocturne is bot side. But there is not much they can do about it, unfortunately. Oh, Nocturne actually going in with the ult. Rakan has ult too. Jinx has no spell. Oh, but Rakan W actually gets cancelled by the Chompers. Meaning that Nocturne and Rakan ult out. And Ornn needs to be careful. He has no tower left to play with. He will look to flash over the wall here potentially. Ooh, Tahm Kench went in. Lee Sin is here too. Hits the Q on the Rakan. Can he find a good kick? He doesn't, and now he's getting red and whited by Aphelios. Oh, he hits the Q. Does he choose to go? His mind is telling him no. So it is his body, and he doesn't go in. Ornn didn't have to flash in the top lane. That's a small victory. Rakan is staying. Nocturne, of course, no ult. Just used it before. Aphelios with red and white. You know what they say, red and white, you shouldn't fight. At least if you're against him. And so the whole situation diffuses. We have about a 3.5, 3.4-ish gold, K gold lead for Ace. Not the biggest lead. It's a lead you can come back from pretty easily. Whereas the late game of Foxnyr is not to be underestimated with the Jinx, Syndra and the Ornn items on top. Lee Sin, of course, not the most useful champion in late game. But if you can find a nice kick on either the Orianna or the Aphelios, then that is perfect too. He's shooting his ult towards Herald. Now Panda is fighting the Rakan. It's not just going to be Rakan. It looks like they're actually going to use a couple of ults here. They use the Nocturne ult and the Rakan ult and find Panda in the jungle, chewing on a bamboo stick. Oh, Renekton takes a bit of damage from the Syndra. Syndra's starting to do quite some damage. Trailblazer looking to engage onto the Orianna. I don't think he can do that though. Flip needs to flash out. Maybe you can get the Orianna here. Nice combo by Flip and Trailblazer. Manages to trade 1 for 1. I think that is a very, very important kill here. Ooh, nice re-engage by Trailblazer. Jinx doing a lot of damage at this point. Aphelios just misses, quite importantly. Oh, but there's 4 people mid lane. And Jinx flashes away into the face of the Nocturne. In the meantime, Ornn is smacking the top lane tower, trying to get some gold back. They managed to give Syndra a kill though. And they get top lane tower, which is a little bit of an objective bounty back. Overall, the gold lead has grown, unfortunately. Not by a lot, but it has grown. Syndra now, I think, looking to go for the Zhonya's, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Always hear sounds from behind me, and I think a cat is ganking me in real life, but no cat yet. Panda needs to be a bit careful, even though it's just Orianna and Rakan. He is quite a squishy dude. Oh, Jinx, no, doesn't get the ward, unfortunately. Pings being pinged onto the Jinx. Nocturne is not level 11 yet, so his ult should still have a pretty short range. Lee Sin cannot contest anything and chooses to just hop out. Renekton now moving towards mid lane 2. Flip has to be careful. There's the Nocturne and Orianna combo again. Orianna ball did go away though. But Nocturne not taking any damage. In the meantime, mid lane. Panda going for the play. Doesn't get the kick off though. Will get eaten. Now Jinx needs to be careful. Ornn is here too. There's no Orianna ult, no Nocturne ult. But Nocturne did use Herald bot lane. So they are gonna look to defend the inhib tower. And for Drake spawning in 5 seconds too, means Ace Game will be 1 point away, 1 Drake away from the soul. And it looks like they're going to use the tempo to get mid lane first. Syndra is back up. No Orianna and no Nocturne ult. No Renekton ult either, actually. I see a world in which Foxnyr actually choose to contest this. It's very hard and dangerous, but I do see the world. But unfortunately, Nocturne and Aphelios are just duoing it. So Foxnyr will be too late. Ooh, big Orianna ult on the Lee Sin. And the Syndra, Renekton. Renekton gets hit, but not really the target you want to hit with those ults. And the Drake, in the meantime, falls to Ace Gaming. Mid lane dead even on CS. But with this little ward. Never mind. Orianna gets a wave. I want to say with this little ward, Syndra is ahead, but she's not anymore. Gold lead still slowly but steadily growing. In Ace Gaming's favor now at a 6 point, but let's say 6k. 6k gold lead. Still a gold lead you can potentially get back from. But it's very, very hard. Or now 1 level away from being able to upgrade either Jinx or Syndra's mythic. As Jinx does not have a mythic yet, it will potentially be the Syndra. Oh, finds a Q on the Rakan, chooses not to go for it though. Finds a Q again. But nothing really happening. Ornn doing his best to save his top lane tower, but I don't think he will be able to. Now he needs to be careful if he can save himself. Syndra is coming down though. The question is, do they have enough damage as 2 to kill this Renekton? Renekton gets his ult off. Ornn now dropping very low, has no mana. And now the Syndra has to be careful. I don't think they have the damage for this. Oh, maybe if the stun hits, she still has ult, but she has to be careful for the Renekton re-engage. In the meantime, oh, Renekton, nice dash and flash. Oh, Rakan looking for a play. They're engaging onto the Lee Sin. Jinx is allowed to free hit, but she just does not have the items, and they engage on the whole backline. And this should be Baron for Ace Gaming. In the meantime, Renekton smacking the Ornn. Oh, Ornn might actually have an angle here. Can he get the Brit off? He does get the shutdown on the Renekton. A little bit of gold for the Ornn. Or now hitting level 14 actually, so he can upgrade some items now. He will upgrade the Syndra item. The Liandris. And importantly enough, even though it, of course, it's a small kill, you know, little kill on the Renekton, not the biggest thing you can get. But importantly, Renekton does not have Baron buff. So they get the Baron on 4 people, but in my opinion, their most important member for the buff does not have it. Of course, he will still be a menace in any side lane, and no one can really deal with him. But imagine having to deal with that Renekton and with super minions next to him. That would make things a lot harder. Now Ace looking for that final inner turret standing in the top lane. Renekton and Aphelios mid, a lot of pings being pinged. I don't think that's something you can really go for. Renekton pushing in the mid lane. Again, no Baron buff, so Jinx can still clear everything. Rakan being a little bit greedy potentially. Needs to be careful that he doesn't get one shot by the Syndra. Rakan losing half his HP. And with that, the top lane tower falls. Tower falls. Look. Nice by Syndra. Unfortunately, for some reason, Nocturne is very tanky. Jinx needs to be a little bit careful with stepping up here. Syndra is hovering around mid lane. Doesn't find the stun on Renekton. Renekton dashing in. Nothing really happening. The only thing happening right now is my belly rumbling because I'm hungry. Lol. Top lane tower slowly getting chipped down. Need to be careful for the Orianna ball. The Orianna ball, she positioned it in the pit. Oh, Jinx stepping up a bit far. And we have a pause. I was about to say Jinx just walked into the Orianna ball. And that would have been very, very dangerous. And it would have been a flash having to be used. But for now, we have a small pause. Take a look at the map. Matchday Renekton pushing in bot lane. Again, lucky for us, he doesn't have Baron buffs, or he can kind of try at least to clear the minions down there. Mid lane wave, slowly but surely moving. Sorry, moving towards the tower. And top lane has no wave to play with right now, so they will just have to relax. Again, we have to be a bit careful for the enable. I don't know. If you see the wall with the special orb on it, just like bottom left from the tower, I'm highlighting the tower. You cannot see my mouse, but I can highlight the tower. You can place the Orianna ball right above that wall. And it's not invisible, right? But it's very hard to see if you're the red side defending team. If you play, so the ball was just there. Now he moved it up a bit. But often, if you're in one of these siege situations, or even in defending situation, by the way, if you're playing Orianna, you can put your ball right above that wall, and with that potentially catch some people off guard. Now I hope this pause doesn't take too long. Otherwise, I'll just quickly, after I take a sip of water, quickly go back to the face game scene. Or now, level 15 actually. Means he can upgrade a second item of percent. Sadly, Jinx does not have her mythic yet. Wait, can you upgrade a second item or am I stupid right now? No, I think I'm stupid. Never mind, he needs 16. Right? 14 his own, 15 first, 16. I'm stupid. Never mind that, I didn't say anything. Never mind me. Did hear a small chat noise, so let's just quickly take a small look into chat. They said ready, and we're starting. Perfect timing. I should just not have looked. I should have trusted. Now, Foxnyr looking to defend this mid lane. This is the standard pause. Unfortunately, when you have a pause in game, this little freeze tends to happen. Have to wait a couple of seconds here. And then the game will continue. It's going to be very, very hard for Foxnyr to defend this mid lane. So we're looking for some Ornn going in pretty greedily. Orianna ball is there. Just hits the Ornn. Nocturne ult being used too. Oh, Nocturne going in. Rakan, nice engage on the Jinx. Tahm Kench trying to save the Jinx. Doesn't have to yet. Jinx flash herself. Nice. Ornn re-engage on 3 people. Nice CC chain. Nocturne might fall here. Nocturne gets the stopwatch through. And that is a double kill for the Renekton. Now Ram looking for a re-engage on the Jinx. Tahm Kench still has his ult. Spits back the Jinx. Oh, and then she walks into the Rakan W. And that is another kill for Ace. And it looks like this might be the game for Ace Gaming. That is 1-0 to them. I didn't mean to move the camera. But GG's to game 1. GG's to Ace Gaming. Hard game, hard game. The early game was already kind of rough. Especially after Ornn had to he leashed top side. Then he walked into the Renekton. Lost all of his HP. Lost all of his possibility to even contest the lane, I guess. Which made top lane very, very hard to play. Bot lane had some nice moments, but everything was very, very close. The mid lane, where we just didn't get the Orianna, where basically one auto attack was missing. We had some nice plays in there, even though we were behind. The boys did their best. Now I'm gonna head us into a very small break. And when we are back, we'll go for game number 2. See you right there.
just had to go stupid. Hey. Stupid. Hey.
Go, everyone. We are back. Oh, I need to mute the stream. I was vibing to the same music you guys were vibing to. Game number 2. Rough game number 1, not gonna lie. Quite a rough game number 1. But I believe that the boys can collect themselves again and try to go for the 1-1. Everyone's ready this time, of course. Well, of course. It's not, of course. Foxnyr will be on the blue side. Meaning we'll have the first pick on our side this time. And I already know a couple of picks that could potentially be good here. So let's see if they will go for it. Now we're just waiting for the Foxnyr boys to stay ready in chat. And then we can head into champ select number 2. Again, it was weird. Like, the first game, the lead didn't feel that existent, if you want to say it that way. I hope they adapt and they try to secure a jungler a little bit earlier in draft. Because Panda, his pool did get quite targeted, let's say that way. He did get targeted quite hard. Speaking of draft number 2, let's go over there. So I wouldn't be surprised for them to secure something like the buy or any strong, like, tanky-ish pick a bit earlier into the draft. I feel like the Sin was potentially a bit forced. Of course, I don't know what their scrim results or anything were, so maybe it worked really well and just didn't work this time. But of course, a lot of unfortunate things happening again. The Orden with the early level 1 face check, losing everything basically. And then yeah, some small mistakes happening everywhere. I think they're all avoidable mistakes though. So if they manage to fix what went wrong in game 1, it should be a very, very exciting second game. Ban so far, exactly the same. Orianna actually being taken off the table by Foxnyr. So they don't want to first pick it, which means they want to first pick something else. And they don't want to give Orianna over to the red side. But what is the pick? Did they want to first pick the Cassante? Maybe that was the possibility. Maybe they wanted to go for the Cassante and now their whole plan is kind of messed up. Maybe you look to secure the Syndra here. Syndra flip, of course, having a pretty decent game. Game 1. It looks like it's going to be the Ziggs. Ziggs always very, very exciting to see, of course. Flexible between ADC, mid lane, Lately we've seen it in ADC position more than in the mid lane. Ace hovering the Soraka. Very, very interesting actually. Of course Soraka can't really match the full poke of Ziggs, but at least heal a little bit of the damage back. It's not gonna be the Soraka, it's gonna be the Jarvan locked in here. Of course, one of the stronger jungles still left. Now for Panda, we still have the Vi on the table, maybe even the Poppy. Poppy, of course, being a pretty decent pick into the Jarvan. Let's see what Ace Gaming chooses to go here for their second pick. And it's gonna be the Zeri. Very, very interesting. Zeri ADC for Ace Gaming into the potential 6. I think it's actually not too bad. Zeri becomes very, very speedy, so it's hard to hit her. And she should be evenly okay in lane as Ziggs. They should both just be able to chill, which means both supports will have a lot of roam potential in this game. And here we have the Vi that I was talking about. Vi being very good into the Zeri. Zeri can be very hard to lock down. So having that Vi ult to just follow her into oblivion. Oh, the Senna being hovered. That is actually very interesting. It's a hard pick into Jarvan. It's decent into Zeri. But do they really, really want to go for this? And the question is who will play the Senna. And they actually lock it in. My Senna heart is very, very excited right now. I always like to see Senna. Of course, one of my favorite picks. So I'm always very, very excited to see that. Let's see what Ace is going to answer with. I wouldn't be surprised to have something hard engage, something like a Nautilus, maybe even the Rakan again. And it will indeed be the Rakan. Rakan, in my opinion, not the best, at least into Senna. Into Senna Ziggs overall should be hard to play at some point. I think I would have preferred something like a Nautilus, maybe even Leona, something like that, but of course the Rakan worked pretty well in the first game. So why not just go for it again? It's the Tahm Kench being taken off the table, so I expect the Ziggs to potentially be mid lane. And Foxnyr to match the Senna with the Tahm Kench would of course be really, really strong. But now that is taken off the table. Foxnyr, what do you guys ban? Are they gonna ban the Renekton? Are they like, no, we're not gonna play against it again? Maybe they picked the Renekton as well themselves, potentially. The Ahri taken off the table. Ahri, of course, being very mobile as well, can roam. Should be fine into Ziggs as well. Would be able to match the Ziggs push. My God, talking is hard sometimes. And the Seraphine gone, so the two best known matchups together with the Senna are now gone, taken off the table. I still wouldn't be surprised if it's 6 Senna bot. Potentially even a tank or something. Maybe they match a tank, maybe they just go Sion bot lane. Something like that. I actually think Sion bot lane wouldn't actually be that bad. Not gonna lie. It's not the best into Zeri, but shouldn't be able to get shouldn't be able to die at all at some point into the bot lane. Let's see what Ace chooses to go with. They have to blind mid lane or top lane, or they just pick something that can be played in both lanes with the Akali. Choose to go for the Aatrox though. It should be Aatrox top lane. Now we'll have to see what Juvis chooses to go into the Aatrox and what Flip or V will want to blind. The Jax being hovered. Jax overall, I think, a decent pick into the Aatrox, but the Jace also very, very nice. Jace, of course, synergizes really, really well with the Ziggs. Just having a lot of poke. Kind of recognize those two picks from somewhere. I don't know from where, but I do recognize them. And now let's see what mid/ADC slash top lane even. Lol. We're gonna go with. They lack a bit of tankiness. That's all I can say. They have the Vi as a solo frontline right now. They're hovering the Nico, and it is gonna be the Nico. Now, technically it could still be Nico bot lane. I'd be very surprised if it's Nico bot lane. So I think in this case it is gonna be the Jace top, Vi jungle, Ziggs mid, no, Nico mid, sorry, and Ziggs Senna bot. And Ace Gaming are going to answer with the Akali into the Nico. Yes, my pick order was indeed correct. Interesting drafts on both sides. Ace again with a bit more of a normal draft, while Foxnyr has a very, very interesting draft, and it looks like it is going to be Fee on the Senna and not Trailblazer. Very, very interesting. It's going to be Trailblazer on Ziggs support, quote unquote, taking the minions, so Senna gets her souls, and Ziggs gets his items. And bot lane, I think bot lane should be pretty easy for Foxnyr. Senna needs to be a little bit careful that she doesn't get engaged on. Of course, Senna is very, very squishy, so if you get engaged on you, it becomes quite hard to play. And mid lane, I have no idea. Nico Akali, it sounds pretty. And I mean, if I would be the Akali here, it sounds pretty annoying for me to play into a Nico. I could be wrong though, but it sounds very annoying. Maybe you can dodge Akali ult, even though it's a point and click. But maybe you can dodge that. Can you? No, like the second proc. Can you dodge the second Akali ult proc if you turn into a minion? I bet you're in combat then, so you cannot swap. Maybe there's some interesting interactions. I know the interaction with the Q at least. You have Akali Qs. Those are your kunai or whatever forward. You turn into a minion. The damage doesn't hit, and Akali does not get her boomerang passive auto attack. So there is a little bit of like min-maxing outplaying in that matchup, which is very, very interesting to see. If Flip knows that, and Flip will go for those things. Jungle, Vi, Jarvan, both strong picks. Of course, Vi wanting to get her level 6 as soon as possible, so she can just lock down a target. Both of them not bad early game junglers will potentially look to gank, I would say, a lot. Everyone is squishy this game. So there should be a lot of, should be many targets to be hit. Top lane, Jace into Aatrox. Jace, of course, having the range advantage, and if Aatrox wants to go in, he will probably just get a Hextech hammer smacked into his face. So there's no way for him to get in. Now late game, both sides are pretty strong. I think Foxnyr has the late game scaling for sure. Of course, with the double poke, it will be very, very hard for Ace Gaming to kind of move around the map. And you have the endless scaling of the Senna as well. But Senna will have to be very, very careful. Not the easiest champs to play against. But there's so much damage on Foxnyr's side that even if they use a Kali ult, Jarvan ult, everything on the Senna, then you still have a Jace, you still have a Nico, and you still have a Ziggs doing a ton of damage. I'm still looking around because I'm getting paranoid of the cat. I keep hearing it, I think, but I don't hear it. And yeah, so late game will be hard. If Senna can keep a good position, everything should be a-okay. And other than that, we are almost ready to head into the game for an exciting game number 2. Let's hope Foxnyr will be able to turn it around with some fancy picks this time. Some interesting and weird picks. Actually, they're not weird, but just the whole... If you look at the blue side comp here, it just looks weird. Because it's just so many cool, different-ish picks. Which I like, you know. Means a bit more of an exciting game, hopefully. And hopefully a bit less one-sided. While we are loading into the game. We have the TP advantage for Foxnyr as well. Of course, Ziggs going with the TP. Means they will have that a little bit of extra map pressure. And with that, let's head into the game once my OBS sees the game. Come on, I believe in you, OBS. Thank you. Let's go. Now, both teams looking for a standard cover. Actually, Jarvan and Zeri, they'll probably want to get a ward. Rakan will W over the wall. You'll see him W over. Ziggs will spot it in time though, so he can just run away. Gets the mana flow proc. Ooh, actually, Aatrox needs to be careful. He skilled his E though, so he can just dash over the wall. Rakan looking for something again, but this will give Senna a stack. Senna needs to be careful here though. I think as a Senna, especially if you can get back here, you take the trade every day of the week. Did she get gold for this question? She did not get gold, that's unfortunate. But she did get the soul force, so just a little bit of extra AD. A bit of extra damage. Every soul you can take, you always take it. That's the way I always die on Senna, because I greed for souls. Everything looking very, very standard so far. Flip trading with Akali. It doesn't seem like a worthy trade for me there. Trades back a little bit though. Everything looking very standard. Both junglers looking to path towards the top side. Nico playing with Aerie, so every auto attack hurts a little bit extra. Both junglers being close to exactly the same speed. Oh, Nico needs to be careful here. Akali does not have Ignite, so there's no real kill pressure. Rakan engage misses. Which means free damage and free souls for the Senna. Oh, Rakan actually needs to be a little bit careful here. Dropping very, very low. Actually not sure what Rakan skilled second. He has Q second. Oh, hit. Almost nice predict by Flip, and also almost a nice trade on the Rakan. Senna getting a lot of free hits on. I unfortunately don't have a cool overlay like they have in Worlds and everywhere. He just misses. Oh, the Vi misses as well, but is this a kill? No! Oh, never mind! Vi smacks the minion and the force. Oh, bot lane going in for a fight too. I know this feeling. Senna stepping up a little bit too far, being a bit too greedy for the damage. I will fall, but a nice play by the Vi. Smacking the air. No, it's not smacking the air. Smack the minion to get the kill into the shroud with the air. Our top lane needs to be careful. Juvis, you're getting ganked by the Jarvan. Vi is here too though. 2v2 should be in favor of Fox here. Nice flash by the Jarvan. Vi is now here. Can they one-shot the Aatrox? Vi has no Q and no flash. Jarvan looking to block everything. Doesn't have his combo now. Vi needs to be careful. Juvis get another Q and they both, all four of them. Oh, Akali, this mid lane. Oh, mid lane is so close. Oh my god, this is close. Jarvan still looking for mid top lane as well. All these low HP bars, everyone is low. Juvis needs to be careful now though. He does have TP, he could just back and TP, but he chooses not to. We will get pulled back. Jarvan being scared because of the Vi charge though. Juvis can deny him. Oh, Jarvan misses the Q. Juvis going back in. Jarvan tanking the tower. Should potentially fall here. He does fall. And that is a 2 for 2 double kill for the Vi. Sloppy play from both sides there, but in the end, it's a double kill for the Aatrox, for a double kill for the Vi. Vi very, very strong now. But they need to be a bit careful. Even though they have a nice level advantage, you saw before what it can happen if Senna gets engaged on. She will disappear in no time. All these low, so much limit testing. I love to see it. Exciting fights and gameplay everywhere. Really, really close fights. Jarvan now being on the bot side means Juvis has some time to push in the wave to fix his wave up there. Oh, nice stun by Flip. Unfortunately, Akali has the balanced Shroud ability. It's not quite Gwen's immune level, but very, very annoying to play against. Vi spotted on a ward. Rakan is around mid lane too. 6 bombs already hurting. Lost chapter completed for him now. Senna going in for the soul. Managed to get it. Let's take a quick look at the Senna while we're at it. She has 21 souls. Her first little upgrade completed. And this should be first rake to Foxnyr. An exciting but much closer, not but, an exciting and much closer game than game number 1. Senna feeling very, very cocky at this point. Needs to be a little bit careful again. If she gets engaged on, she can just die. Aatrox looking to trade. With very, very nice side steps from Juvis. Needs to be careful now though. Jarvan is around top side. He will get spotted on that river ward. Oh, nice hit by Flip. Doesn't have the Q ready to follow up on that, unfortunately. Bot lane, Senna just enjoying taking the stacks. At this point, with the Lost Chapter completed for the Ziggs, it becomes really, really hard to match any of his push. Looking for the first plating. Senna gets engaged. Rakan needs to be careful though. He does get CC'd. Ooh, Zeri dropping very, very low. Senna not 6 yet, so she can't follow up with the ult yet. Now Vi is around top lane. Vi does not have ult yet, but she has flash in a couple of seconds. Can she find a way onto the Aatrox? Aatrox goes in for an E here. Juvis is trying to bait it out. Gets the E. And now here's Vi. Vi doesn't choose to go for the flash, and they trade the Aatrox ult for free. Now bot lane being very, very greedy. I see the low plating, but Jarvan is here. You guys have to be careful. Rakan has flash. Senna does not. Rakan choosing to not go for the flash means nothing will happen. I don't think he knew that Senna didn't have flash. I can't understand why people keep picking Rakan with Zeri. I mean, the pick was just overall good, I guess. Oh, nice flash by the Vi. Shut down for the, importantly, Jace, and not for the Vi this time. Very, very nicely played. Aatrox has TP though, so he'll TP up top lane to catch his wave. Oh, nice stun by Flip. Gets a nice bit of damage out. Dodges the second Q. Still need to be careful though. It's still Akali. He doesn't have enough mana. Back to the Rakan point. I think it was overall like decent pick here. It's not the best. It's not the best of Zeri, I agree. And I also said into Senna and into Ziggs, I would have preferred something like an Nautilus. Zeri needs more peeling. I actually don't think she needs peeling. I think Rakan is actually very, very good at peeling. If anything, I would have said into this bot lane, you just need something that can like force engages elsewhere with like something Nautilus, maybe even a Blitz rank, something like that. Ooh, Senna needs to be careful. Ooh, nice prediction flash. Zeri gets hit here, needs to still be careful. Ziggs is kind of not joining this fight. Senna gets all her stacks she wants. Nice flash. That wasn't a prediction flash actually. They had a ward, so they saw Rakan ult, but still nice flash by the Senna, but now she has to be careful. Ooh, that's 2 souls there. I can already feel her wanting to go for that. Rakan knows it. Why now around bot lane though? Ziggs does not have TP. Again, Senna needs to be careful. Rakan has flash. Enemy bot lane is not super. They know Vi is around. Zeri already out of ball range. Will flash away. We said you didn't see it because top lane another fight is happening. Juvis needs to be careful.
Transformation complete.
Nico being engaged, of course, has the pop blossom, gets the double root. Senna ult coming out to help. Vi around now too. Akali will look to greet here. Q just misses. Will she choose to go for the ult? She does not go for the ult. And nothing really happening in the mid lane. Nice combo by Nico to get out there. Now Juvis is once again. I've seen him in this position as Ornn and he was very, very low already. Jarvan now moving up. He spots the Jarvan. Nico trying to back as fast. Never mind. Not backing as fast as you can. Because Nico still has her TP up. Zeri and Rakan looking for a fight bot lane. Now Senna has no flash. Which means she will potentially just fall here. Zeri has no flash either. She actually gets away. Now Senna with the heal, of course. Being able to heal herself back up. Now Vi is around again. Oh, Vi just gets the ult onto the Zeri, which is a free kill. And Rakan also gets his seed. Another kill for the Ziggs. In the meantime, Jay's bullying the Jarvan. Making sure you cannot get anything else than just the Gromp. And it is 2 free kills over to Foxnyr. Really, really nicely played. Now Ziggs with his crown completed. Will be very, very hard to deal with. And that's also first tower. Thanks to the Ziggs satchel. Over to Foxnyr. And the gold lead now at 3k. Quite a similar game to the game before. Just the other way around this time. At least like the timing and gold lead wise. Let's take a quick look at Senna's stacks again. She will potentially die here. As everyone just right clicked the Dragon Pit. And Jarvan is here too now. He will be able to get into range. And they'll donate the kill over to the Zeri. Unfortunate, of course, Senna. Immobile. Cannot get away there. And Ace manages to trade a kill back. Like I said, 55 now. I think she got another stack there. 55 stacks for Senna. 5 more stacks. And she has another small upgrade. Going for the Umbral Glaive first item. Okay, Juvis needs to be a little bit careful. Use his ability now. Aatrox misses his first Q though. Means he should be fine. Ziggs now mid lane into the Akali. Should be absolutely fine. And Senna also joining now. Oh, Aatrox missing everything. Needs to be careful here. Nice trade by Juvis. Aatrox missing all his Qs, meaning Jace can just go for that trade. Now why? In the mid lane. It's a 3v4 mid lane. Rakan looking for the ult. Senna very, very far forward, but Ziggs is the target in this case. He manages to flash away. Senna does not have flash just quite yet. Nice Ziggs ult, but it doesn't matter. And they will get the Senna. Just stepping up a little bit too far. Meaning she will get caught by the Cataclysm. Aatrox might potentially just die here. And he does just die. Nicely done by Juvis. Waited in the front bush. Knowing Aatrox would go for that wave. Oh, Vi looking for the Rakan here. Nice Senna ult just misses. Unfortunately, Ziggs does not have ult. He cannot really follow up. Zeri with the ult now. Oh, nice kill by Panda. Will he be able to get away? The slow mines from Ziggs denying Zeri's further chase. And that's a free kill on the Rakan. So in the end, it was a 1-for-1. Both supports trading their lives. And nicely played by Panda. You can see here, this is exactly what I said. They picked the Vi earlier. Panda is just so much more comfortable. At least it seems to me he's so much better on these engage picks. These champions, these picks that can have impact on the map early. Now Juve is being very greedy. He wants that plating. And plating will at least not fall, so he's fine. He can get it late. Actually, no, we will not get it on a later time because the platings are gone in 7 seconds. But now the Jace, very strong 2.5 items. Not quite 2.5. Let's say, not 2.5, 1.5. I meant, but it's not 1.5 either. It's like 1/3. Very strong on this Jace. Vi also actually almost having 2 items. Being a menace too. It was looking to try to get the tower. He tanks another tower shot. He actually needs to be careful. Vi is going top lane too. She doesn't have ult yet, but she does have flash. Aatrox still looking to trade. He doesn't have to ult. Will Vi have to flash it? She doesn't. Vi gets another kill. Ooh, Flip getting caught off guard here. Rakan needs to be careful though. If Flip can get his ult off, it might be a potential death for him. Ziggs ult hits. And they trade 1-for-1 in the end. Rakan forced to flash as well, but it doesn't matter. Ziggs ult hits and they manage to trade a 1-for-1 for it. Oh, Akali with her second ult. She doesn't have ult anymore now. Oh, nice cancel by Trailblazer. Senna forced to flash away from this. From the Jarvan. Ziggs just not having enough damage to do anything against the Jarvan yet. Of course, without the Leandris, the damage onto a tank, even though Jarvan is not really a tank yet, but the damage will be a bit less. I think the crown into the enemy team comp is not bad. I find it so funny that the overlay, every time Ziggs throws a Q, it counts like die. You see the damage every time it bounces once. 9,999 damage. Ooh, a TP behind them. Did Foxnyr see it? Zeri is going in. They need to be careful. Aatrox is behind them. In the meantime, Foxnyr engaging on the front line. Vi looking to go in and tank everything. Senna ult saves the Vi. Vi flashes out. Senna needs to be careful now. Aatrox chasing. Akali flash in. Jace has flash. Jace should be fine in this case. Should never really be in danger. Ooh, nice double hit by the Nico. Just not enough damage though. Need to be a little bit careful. And with that, it's a 1-for-0. We got the Aatrox TP for the Senna def, but they did manage to get the mid lane tower and it was actually really, really close. And with the Drake spawning in 15 seconds, we have Nico TP up, we have Jace TP up, and we have Ziggs TP up. But it looks like Foxnyr chooses to not contest this. Interestingly enough, I think they should be able to do it, but if the call was to not contest it, then better not. Akali TP's in. And that will be first Drake over to Ace Gaming. Oh, Ziggs bomb still looking. Fake Nico flying into the pit. Literally flying. Like a helicopter. Rakan needs to be careful. Vi found him. Rakan misses his W. Vi does not have ult yet, so he's not in direct danger. Zeri around. Zeri trying to save his support. Means he will also fall into the Pop Blossom. Now Jace looking for the Jarvan. Vi stealing the kill, but it's fine. They have 3 kills over to Foxnyr, and now we'll be getting the mid lane tower. Now Ziggs needs to be careful. The shield is procced. Kali uses her first ult. It's now out of range. Nice sidestep by Trailblazer, meaning he can just waddle away. But now Vi is around. Vi has ult. Akali needs to be very, very careful. Nicely weighted into the Jace combo. And that is another kill. Over to Foxnyr. Very, very nicely played. Waiting perfectly until Akali was visible. Not going for the greedy blind VIQ into the bush. Knowing that he can have the time to wait. And now with the Herald Charge, with the Ziggs satchel, they get another tower. 7-1-5 on the Vi. What a performance by Panda here, once again. Let's just quickly take a short look at the souls. We're at 83 souls in 18 minutes, which is really, really nice. Ooh, we need to be a little bit careful. There are only 2 people into 3. And he will find a couple more wards to hit. Now Jace. Jace in a sticky situation. Aatrox using ult, but I don't think Aatrox can fight this alone. Jace just demolishing the Aatrox, even though he ulted. Making Aatrox look balanced. Now Jarvan trying to get a little bit of something at least. Gets the blue buff. And now is behind Foxnyr, but I don't think he wants to look for anything here. He does cancel his backport actually. They don't know he's here. He just went for a little bit of a safer backport. But he is not going to look for any flank, any interesting engage angles, because they are just too far behind. And what a different game this is compared to game number 1 from Foxnyr. Game number 1, they just looked lost. They didn't know what to do. A lot of little mistakes, little missteps everywhere. Who is spamming the... I have no idea what that is. Ooh, now needs to be careful though. Jarvan and Akali looking for him. Nice Senna ult to save him. He still has flash. He will flash away, but Jarvan will counter flash. But now all of Foxnyr is here. Akali doesn't get hit. Ooh, nice sidesteps by Akali. But it in the end shouldn't matter. The minefield being placed. And now Nico getting the auto attack. Vi going in very deep on Rakan, blocking the stun, but I don't think that is something you want to do. Zeri tries to fight this, but Zeri just does not have the damage. Nice flash by Vi. Vi can just continue to chase. Q should be up any second again, but they choose not to chase. They're gonna look for Baron here. They pick on Akali and on Jarvan. Aatrox being bot, they can still see him. Of course, Aatrox does have TP. But I don't think Ace should be in any position to hold this. A very, very cheap chase by Ace to try and get the Jace, and they did get it. But at what cost is what they say. Oh, now it looks like they might want to contest this. No TP on the Jace. Aatrox needs to be careful. Aatrox looking. Misses the important CC. Gets the Q. Nice pop blossom on the Aatrox. Aatrox should just fall here. Aatrox doesn't fall. Oh, nice by Flip to get away there. And now Juve is in behind on the Zeri. Zeri gets popped. And now it's only Akali left in the middle of Foxnyr. And that is a delayed ace for Foxnyr and Baron. Very, very nicely played. Big pop blossom by Flip. Managing to flash away with 1 HP left. What a play. And look at all those bounties. Even the support. Support, quote unquote. Everyone has a bounty in this case. And now with a 10.3k gold lead, Foxnyr will look to potentially close out this game very, very soon. They have Ziggs, so towers are no match for their push. Aatrox needs to be a little bit careful. I don't think you can just face check like that. Oh, Jarvan also used his flag and drag. Doesn't have flag. Senna starting to hurt a lot. Jarvan not as tanky as he wants to be. And with that little misstep by Aatrox, that is a 2 for 0. Now they're looking to contest top lane. Rakan and Akali together. Can they do it? 3 items Jace. If they don't CC chain and to kill him, he will kill someone. Jace just running away. Doesn't get away. Senna ult coming in to help. Rakan, like I said, almost pops. Vi is around now too. Akali goes back in. Oh, the shock blast just demolishes. Oh, and now Vi needs to be careful. She does have the GA, of course. Ooh, shock blast just missing. Can Vi get away? Meantime, Foxnyr just destroying the base. Boy, Aatrox is a minion. Again, he's making Aatrox look balanced. Ooh, Jarvan also... Oh, Flip still alive. Manages to get away. Oh, but the minions kill him. Now Akali and Zeri against the rest of the world. Rakan also being up soon. Ziggs does not have a lot of mana left. By trying to bait in the Akali. Akali has the shuriken, but I don't think they will be able to defend this. And just like that, it is gonna be the 1-1 between Foxnyr and Foxnyr Finest and Ace Gaming. G to the G's, everyone. What a banger game to watch. A lot more fun to watch than game 1, of course, because we won, right? But it was just a banger to watch. It was a banger to watch, and now we had two one-sided games basically. We take those. Really, really well played. GG's to everyone involved. GG's to Ace and GG's to the boys. And now with that, it is almost 8 o'clock. Well, not almost. It's 8 o'clock in half an hour. Which means we're gonna go for our 3rd match this week. Or this day. We had the 2-0 from the main Foxnyr team in like 2 hours ago. Now we have this 1-1. And now we're gonna see how the last game will go. Again, GG, and thank you everyone for joining here. I can't wait for the next games. We'll know ASAP. I will let everyone know. Keep an eye on our socials. Don't forget to follow the socials. Twitter and Instagram is where we post the most. Both here be Foxnyr Esports. Feel free to head over there. It shouldn't be. It is, as you can see. It's behind my mic, of course. If you can look down here, there you go. All our socials. Don't forget to follow those. And I will see you guys in the next match. Bye bye.